Steve Francis got his chain snatched.
Good for him.
And Jay Prince got his chain back.
And hey, who else? If you in Houston and you get your chain snatched, who else to call but Mr. James Prince? I bet you Jay Prince could open up a jewelry store with all the chains he's gotten back in Houston. Jay Prince is the metal detector of Houston. You lose your chain, you go get Jay Prince. Jay Prince will find your chain amidst all the goons. Okay? He's like a metal detector. You just run that metal detector over all those goons. Oh, he got your chain. Give it back to him. Here, boom. The reason I say Steve Francis deserved that, though, is because, first of all, I need to know what Steve Francis has done in his life that has accelerated his aging process. Okay? Steve Francis looks terrible. Steve Francis looks like he's done a cocktail of crack, heroin, and drank gasoline for the past 10 to 15 motherfucking years.
Nick Young kind of went back and forth with an ESPN analyst when he said that Iggy Azalea killed hip-hop.
That's whack, man. That's whack. It's whack because, yo, you got to ignore certain shit. Like I would hate to be at Nick Young and Iggy Azalea's house while they got their computer open. They probably go through every tweet, every Instagram comment, and they probably just spend hours upon hours upon hours discussing why people are talking about them. Like, you can't react to everything. Like I saw Iggy, you know, she said that her management now runs her Instagram and she's staying off social media. Like, Iggy, who gives a flying fuck? People are going to always have an opinion about you. That's just the way the game goes. Once you can't change people's minds once they feel a certain way about you. You just can't, because people believe what they want to believe. So it's like, only thing Iggy should be doing is focusing on the people that fuck with her. And when you got Nick Young, who's her boyfriend, and I totally understand coming to the defense of your woman. I totally get that. But as the man, you gotta say, man, fuck what that motherfucker on ESPN talking about, baby. Let's go to fucking Paris. You know what I mean? Let's go to motherfucking Anguilla. Let's go do something fly and fun. Fuck what this dude on ESPN talking about. Like, you can't go around trying to put out every fire. You look ridiculous. You'll stress yourself out.
I mean, I know Nick Young. Me and Nick Young have been cool for a while. And I think what it is that Nick Young could be just the anonymous, you know, basketball player, or he could put himself in the public eye by being with Iggy Azalea, one of the biggest stars in the world right now. And you play for the Lakers, and you're good on top of that. Like, okay, forget it. Like, this is you know, media heaven right here. No matter what y'all do.
Well, number one, nobody gives a shit about the Lakers right now because they're not winning. So nobody gives a fuck. So, like, being a great player on a sucky team, even in a big market, means absolutely nothing. Ask any star who played for the Clippers all those years that they sucked, okay? Number two, I think he really likes Iggy. I just think he really was coming to the defense of his woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it's about seeking attention or seeking publicity. He was just coming to the defense of his woman, man. But somebody needed to pull Iggy to the side. And I would hope it's Nick, because that's her man. And I mean, you know, I'm sure he has a lot of power over her. And somebody got to teach Iggy to stop giving a fuck. Like, stop giving a fuck so much. Iggy gives a fuck way too much about things that she shouldn't give a fuck about. Iggy should only give a fuck about the people who support her, the people who fuck with her, the people who went out there and bought Fancy, the people who went out there and bought Black Widow, the people who went out there and bought Work. You know what I'm saying? People who went out there and bought that new classic album, the people that come to her shows and scream for her and show her love. That's who you should be focusing on.